How would you live if you had the best girl in the world, or all of the friends, or all of the money? How would you live? You will be content and happy with your life. Live like that now. Meditate every day. Envision that thought. With the tide emotions, you're going to become one with it through your frequencies. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to be alone but never lonely. And I got this video idea just the other day talking to my homie, right? My homie moved to a whole nother spot the same way I did. He moved about an hour away from the city, and I moved about 3 hours away from where I'm originally from and where I stay at. Ever since I came out here, I made a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me. And I lead with love and positivity. So that's what I receive back. You are what you attract. And when we were on the phone, my homie asked me this question. He was like, yo, Patrick, how are you always by yourself, but you're not ever feeling the feeling of lonely? Even though I have a lot of friends, a lot of homies, I met a lot of more people out here, met a lot of women, all types of shit like that, I'm never feeling lonely. I'm always by myself. I'm always doing my thing. I'm reading, I'm hitting the gym, taking care of myself. All of those things I do alone, except playing ball with my homies and shit like that. But other than that, all of the time that I spend is being by myself. But even though I'm by myself, I know a lot of people, so I talk to a lot of people at the gym. I talk to a lot of people at work, things like that. But even if I didn't have anybody to talk to, I would still never feel the feeling of loneliness. And I want y'all to understand something very clearly in this video. The greatest love that you will ever feel, it will never come from another person. I promise you that. It will never come from another person. The best feeling of love is coming from within you. And I practice this through meditation and really finding myself and loving myself and feeling elevated emotions through my meditations. Sometimes my meditations last from 30 minutes to an hour, maybe even an hour and 10. I get so lost while doing the meditations that I don't feel lack. And the feeling of lack is the worst feeling in the world, because you feel like you're lacking love, maybe a partner, maybe friends, but you're not. It's just an illusion. It's just an attachment to what you want to have in life. And I understand it, that a lot of people go through that. And sometimes I go through that where I'm like, yo, I kind of want to do this and be outside and do all of this wild shit. But over time, I realized, like, yeah, that's just a fucking illusion. That's just my thoughts in my mind trying to make me feel a certain type of way. And when I go through this meditation practice that I'm going to teach you guys somewhat in this video and make a whole dedicated video for that, you will never even feel the feeling of lack or even associate with the feelings or thoughts of lack, because you have so much love within yourself and for the world and for all of the little things. You're not going to want or crave even a girlfriend or, a lot of other friends. It would actually be brought upon you because you're flowing on the frequency and vibration of love and happiness and gratefulness, so that people feel that shit. It's something within your electromagnetic field, your aura, that lets you know that this person's okay with himself, and people gravitate towards that. Openly showing love to people. I talk to whoever. I don't care if you're rich, you're poor, you're homeless, you're fat, you might be not as good looking, or you might be really pretty. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'll talk to you because I'm just not a dickhead. The feeling of being alone is sad, and it feels negative. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're alone, you feel like lonely, like you're sad or you're missing out, or you need friends, or you need a girl to make you feel loved. That's a fucking illusion. I'm telling you, you might be corrupted and caught up with those thoughts. That's not where love is. If you need love from other people to make you feel happy, you will never be content. The greatest feeling of love is coming from within you. It's not from having a romantic partner, even though that is a form of love. All of that comes from yourself. And once you're able to flow through that vibration and flow and have happiness within your life and gratefulness, all of that will be sent to you. The woman that you want, the friends, because once you have so much love, you want other people to feel that way too. That's why I make these videos, because I haven't got hit with a question like that in a minute. He said, how are you always alone but you're not lonely? Because I have so much love, and I'm doing what I love to do, and I know the feeling of love, that it's the greatest feeling in the world that I have for myself, and I just show it to everybody. So I'm always having friends, or I'm always talking to people. It don't matter who it is. So that's why I'm never lonely. And if I do get thoughts like that, the emotions will come of, well, I feel like I'm lacking, or I'm feeling like I need to do something for me to feel fulfilled. It's a fucking lie. You don't need to do anything to make you feel fulfilled. You just got to know how to train your body to become your mind. Train the body to become the mind, and you will live off those elevated emotions of love and happiness. Once you can practice that, and once you know how to forcefully lead your body to love and feel content, you can trigger it through the meditations. Shout out Dr. Joe Dispenza, because he gave me that sauce through the book Supernatural. I highly suggest you read that. But you got to learn to love yourself, because if you don't, you're going to be clinging to so many things that you think would bring you love, but that's just an attachment, because love ultimately comes from you. That's just an attachment. If you say you can't live without a girl, I honestly feel bad for you, because you might really feel that way. Bro, I don't give a fuck about any of that. Like, I could have 0 friends, 0 women in my life, whatever it is. I'm still going to be flowing on higher vibrations, because I live by that. And I train my body to feel love and show love to people regardless, so that I'm never going to feel lonely or any of that. Condition the body to the mind. You will literally transcend a lot of limitations or negative thoughts. It's very important, because if you're feeling like you need someone to make you feel whole and happy, you're going to forever cling on to another person for that happiness. Happiness, love, all of those great emotions come through you. The feeling of lack comes from a lack of self-love. That's what it comes from. The feeling of loneliness comes from a lack of self-love. But like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I'm reading. Who am I reading with? Myself. I'm hitting the gym. Who am I hitting the gym with? Myself. Who am I going to work with? Myself. I have coworkers that are super cool and all of that, but it all starts from me. It all starts from my perception of my mind and how I view these people. So if I got the feeling of lack, I'm going to transcend that emotion and that thought of, no, I don't feel lack. I have everything that I need. I'm more than grateful for my whole world right now. And to those who have, more will be given. The more you can think like that and take away the negative limited beliefs that make you feel lonely, you'll start to learn how to be by yourself and love yourself. And that's so important. You are going to cling onto other things for happiness, but happiness all is within you. The kingdom of God dwells within you. You have to know how to transcend that feeling of lack. And a lot of people associate the word love with another human, and I get it, because you guys might want girlfriends, or maybe you guys want some hoes. I don't know what y'all want, but all I know is I'm good by myself regardless. And you have to have that same mentality. I have more than enough. To those who have, more will be given. I have more than enough. I'm more than grateful for my life. And the biggest thing I could really say for you guys is, when you get through meditation and you meditate for like 30 to an hour, you can envision your life in a whole different circumstance and train your body to that vision of you being successful in your career, or being successful with women, or having a lot of friends. You can envision that, and that emotion tied with that thought and that vision will bring it to life, to your 3D realm. You just have to have trust and live through the emotions of love. If you had a lot of friends, how would you feel? You would feel super happy. You'll feel super grateful. If you had a lot of women, or maybe the best girlfriend in the world, or whatever, how would you live if you had the best girl in the world, or all of the friends, or all of the money? How would you live? You will be content and happy with your life. Live like that now. Meditate every day. Envision that thought with the tied emotions. You're going to become one with it through your frequencies. Once you go through that thought process with the emotions tied to it, you feel as if you're really living your vision. I want you to understand that. You feel as if you're so happy that you got the money, or that girl, or your friends. You won't even need it. It's like you transcend it. It's like, okay, why am I begging for another person's love? I already have love within me. I envisioned me with that girl, or me with all of this money, or me being successful. You will literally not even care about it. That's how you transcend the illusions of lack and separation from yourself. You can literally envision it in your mind and have the emotions tied towards you loving this girl, or having all of your friends, all of the money, or driving that car, whatever it is, or your success. Feel that emotion as if it's really in real life, like you're living through that right now. You can live through that and envision that. and you won't even want it. I swear to God, that's the biggest thing. You're not even going to want your manifestation because you feel as if you already accomplished it or you lived by it. And it's already here, so you don't have to have the feeling of lack of love or being by yourself. You see what I'm saying? You have so much love, you already think that that shit really came to life already. That it's already here, your success, your girl, whatever it is. You feel as if that shit's already here, so you're not going to feel the feelings of lack. It's going to be a battle between your old frequency and your new frequency that you're aligning to. The old frequency is going to point to you in your life of, oh, I lack all of these things and that I don't have what I want in my life, so I'm going to feel this certain type of way. I'm going to feel sad. But if you already felt that vision with the emotions tied to it, you're not even going to think about it like that. You're going to be like, I already have this shit. And the 4D is going to align with the 3D. It's very beautiful the way you do this, so you live your life more peacefully. I'm literally training my body to become one with my mind so that I can feel more love and happiness within my life. And I don't feel the feeling of lack. That's why I was like, yo, I understand that shit, bro. My homie doesn't, like read the books I read or like study this shit. Like I've studied a lot of this manifestation shit, law of assumption, Dr. Joe Dispenza's teachings, and he has scientific proof that this shit really works. So there's no need to feel the feeling of lack if you have all of your friends or all of the money. Live as if all of those things that you wanted in your life came already. Through that frequency and that emotion and that thought will make it manifest. There's no need to look outside of you for love because love dwells within you. All of those positive emotions dwell within you. So I'm not about to sit here and feel lack that I don't have my friends or that I'm not maybe with a partner or something like that. I'm going to keep moving with the way that I want to move. Happiness and love in the universe is going to send it. It's literally going to be brought to you. There's no need to struggle or feel lack or separation if you feel as if it's already happened. You're not even going to look for other people's love. Like, it's so crazy. Like, that's the craziest thing. You will start to know where your love and energy comes from and your frequency that you live by. You're not going to look for other people's validations, or you're not going to look for people for love or happiness. You're just not, because you already feel like you already have all the love in the world, and it can't get much better than this. And when the universe sends, that girl, or you manifest the money, or you manifest your goals and your dreams, and you see yourself, you're already living through that state right now, so that when it comes in the 3D, you're going to be like, oh shit, that's crazy, but I already feel good beforehand. That's why it's so important to meditate. Because that emotion of love, you're not going to need anyone else for love. And I'm not saying that in a way where you're going to have a partner and you're not going to care about her. I'm saying you're going to have so much love for that person and appreciation that it will be a good relationship, because you have so much love within yourself. You're content by yourself. You're okay with yourself. You're not attached. You already know where the feeling of love and greatness and happiness and confidence and whole comes from. It doesn't come from anyone else in this world. It comes from you on the inside. But then again, how many people do you know meditate? How many people do you even know talk about shit like this? Quite honestly, not a lot of people. So that's why I haven't felt the feeling of lack or separation or being lonely. I have a shit ton of friends. I have a lot of women that I can talk to. It's by living through those emotions of happiness that I attract all of these things. And I've been studying Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret. I've been studying a lot of the manifestation. So it's so much fun. But when you can live through that elevated emotion throughout your day, and you can trigger it through your body to feel happy when you want to feel happy, you think of the vision and you have that emotion with it, you can train your body at an instant. I can do that shit right now if I wanted to feel happier and love through that vision with the emotions tied to it. You're living as if that's really your life, and what you got to understand is that will be your life of happiness and love and all the women in the world, or whatever the fuck you guys feel. I don't know what you guys are feeling, but to feel appreciated, why would you need someone else to make you feel appreciated? This is why this knowledge is so important. Why would I need someone else to make me feel happy, whole, and loved? Why would I need that from someone else? I'm okay by myself. I can do that myself. Just give yourself every morning, or maybe every night, sometime 30 minutes to an hour to meditate on elevated emotions. And if you see that you're already very successful in your career and all of that, you're not going to feel apart from it. You're going to feel so happy and grateful. Like, if you can make that vision with those emotions tied to it so real, you would actually feel like that shit already happened. So it's not a part of you. It's already here in life. So you're not going to lack shit. And I want y'all to do this every day, because you're going to rewire your mind on how it's thinking of all the negative self-limiting beliefs and all the negativity in your life, you're throwing away your old self. That's your old self. That dude is garbage. He ain't shit. That old version of you ain't shit if he's thinking negative thoughts and he feels lack and separation from the world. He ain't shit. We have to throw him out. He has to die for our new self to be made manifested, to live on higher emotions of happiness and love and being okay with yourself. That old version of you has to die. He's trying to infiltrate you. But you have to understand this one thing. That old version of you will try to cling on to you for such a long time, but he has to die. And I'm not saying with your hobbies or anything like that. It's just like the limitations, the way you think, all negativity. Oh, you feel like you have to live in survival and that you have to fight all the time. If you live in the inner cities, you might know this. But when I went back home to Patterson, bro, I went up in the city and I just felt love. Like, I don't even give a fuck. Like I just know nobody gonna come over here with none of that energy. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I view even the city as a whole different place. Like, when I used to walk around or be home at my old house or be at my cousin's house, or when I was living with my auntie, I used to be like, yo, I gotta watch my back. Like, no motherfucker coming around me. I gotta watch my back. And you still have to be wary of your circumstances and your situations in the city. Don't get the game twisted. Motherfuckers ain't playing to the same level you are. But I don't even view it that way no more, where I gotta watch my back at every moment. Like, living in survival is some of the worst emotions and thoughts that you will ever feel in your life. Having your body programmed to fight or flight is some of the scariest and most negative energies that you will ever have within your life. This is why I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. A lot of white people don't even deal with shit like that or think like that, because they obviously don't live in the city or come up from poor neighborhoods. They come out here and everybody's so sweet, everybody's so nice. They don't even think of fighting. They don't even think like that. So they flow on higher frequencies and vibrations. They just happy. They just showing love. They are nice, sweet people. I'm like, yo, this is a whole different life from the city. So when I went back to the city, I was not living through my fear emotions. People are just people. If you treat people right, you're going to be treated right. Now, see, if you walking through the alleyway in the middle of the fucking hood and you think shit's sweet, then that's a whole different story. But if you treat people right, you're going to treat people right. So I don't even live through the feelings of survival, of negativity. I literally transcended that shit, and I've seen it through this work of meditation. This is why it's so important. It's not just some spiritual woo-woo shit. It's some shit that's going to change your motherfucking life, no cap. And don't nobody do this. So I'm like, oh wow, this is pretty sad. Like, a lot of people really don't meditate on their life or how they want to vision their life. If you can see it and you can imagine it, that can be you. All you have to do is enter that state of the quantum field, have the emotions tied to your thought, and live throughout those emotions throughout your life of gratefulness and happiness. If you had all of the money, all of the women, all of the things that you wanted in your life, how would you live? You would live content and happy and full, right? So live like that now, bitch. Fuck all of that loneliness. That's your old version of yourself. Oh, wow, I need someone else to make me feel happy. That's your old version of yourself. He has to die. He has to go. I need someone to make me happy. Once you raise your consciousness, you would think some dumbass thought like that. Ooh, I'm feeling lack. Ooh, I need this girl to make me feel happy. Or I need this guy to make me feel happy. Or I need my friends or this, that. You don't need no one. You would think about that shit like, yo, what the fuck am I thinking? That's not even me. I'm happy right now. I'm grateful for my world. I'm grateful for my car. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for my homies that I do have. I'm grateful for everything in my life. So why the fuck would I sit here and trip over an illusion that's trying to capture my body? You would literally be like, yep, that's not me. Go back to being happy again. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're really caught under a genjutsu. You gotta escape the genjutsu. There's their higher self that will show your life in a higher light, where it's like, why would I feel lack if everything comes from me? It's just what I'm perceiving, what's happening in my life in the 3D that's making me feel this way. But once you can enter the 4D and the quantum field and have that vision stuck in your mind with the happiness towards it, and you do this every day, you're not going to feel lack. You're going to feel more happy because you're training your body to become one with the mind. So if you're thinking more happier thoughts, more grateful thoughts, your mind is going to be programmed to that when you're going through negative times where things might be not going your way, things might be bad at the situation or the time, but you'll be so programmed to think more positively about the situations at hand. So you would literally transcend the illusion of lack and feeling alone and feeling lonely, because I'm always alone. I'm just never lonely. You see what I'm saying? There's a whole difference between that, because I have love and appreciation. I'm grateful for every little thing. I'm literally grateful for making this motherfucking video. Like, I'm just happy about this. And now I'm about to go hit the motherfucking gym. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go get this work in, bro. Like, this is just what I do. So I program my mind to my body, or my body to the mind, and I don't feel lack no more. And I'm not saying that I'm never gonna feel that way, because there's gonna be situations in your 3D in your real life that's gonna make you feel some certain type of way. But once you know how to control that and realize, like, yeah, things are never as bad as your mind makes it seem. When there's a bad situation going on, your mind is going to play tricks with you. It's gonna start thinking about the worst case scenarios. That's living through your lower 3 chakras and in survival. We have to transcend that, because things are never as bad as the mind makes it seem. The mind plays the game where it wants you to feel more lack. So it starts to think about the worst situation, when in all reality, all you have to do is confront this person, or whatever the situation is. You deal with it at hand. You're like, yeah, it really isn't that bad. The mind's just trying to play games with me. But living through those lower 3 chakras, like, I swear to God, if you're in the city, I just know you're living through the level 3 chakras. Like, I just know it. Living through survival, watching your back. You gotta watch if somebody playing you soft, or like you's a bitch. You can transcend those thoughts. But, don't be a bitch ass dude. I'll keep it a beam. Stand 10 toes always, but lead with love, though. More positivity in your life, and you're gonna see the better things happen in your life. Synchronicity starts to happen like this, where things just come to you. You don't even gotta do nothing. You just attract everything through your vibration and your frequency. You become that version of yourself that you always envisioned, of gratefulness and happiness and living a better life. You'll program your body to your mind, bro. You're going to live like that throughout your days. So I highly suggest you meditate in the morning, when you first wake up, or before you go back to sleep, because that's when you can enter the subconscious mind way quicker. You're already more drowsy and tired at night, or in the morning you're just waking up like, yo, what the fuck. So you can meditate and imprint on your subconscious mind quicker, and you'll be programmed a whole different way of love and positivity, and understanding that you can do whatever in this world, and that there is no limitations, and you have all the confidence, and you are a loved human being. You're not going to search for love or lack or any of that. You're just going to live your life more happily. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to make more videos on meditation, how to raise your chakras, and how to fuel your heart chakra, your throat chakra, the pineal gland. I'm doing a lot of research and studying, and this shit is changing my fucking life. So if you guys like that, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to leave my last video right here for you guys. So if you missed upon that, go watch that video. So stay yourself, stay 300. Whatever you do in life, trust me, I believe in you, bro.